Okay, folks. Welcome back to Battle for Azeroth. We're going to do some rated PvP on my monk. Had good luck so far, so going to play as Brewmaster this time. They needed a tank. I didn't join. When I joined, they needed a healer. And then by the time I joined, they needed a tank, so we're going to try this as tanks. So I don't know how this is going to go. That's what my talents look like. So the thing I had to take was guided meditation. That got reset with the patch. So everything else is pretty much the same thing I've been using. So it's not really a tank map, but see what happens. It's not a terrible idea to have a tank on a card. So, yeah. Admittedly, when I have played as Brewmaster tank in just PvP in general, I tended not to do well. So, as I said, they needed a tank, so I was like, okay. I'll pretty much try all three specs at this point, but they really just needed a tank, so.
I am out of range.
I don't really have the, I'm not under geared, I'm just not geared as well as I could be. I need trinkets. I've been having trouble with trinkets ever since I, well, with epic trinkets, let me put it that way. When I decided to forego versatility, right? Yeah, versatility. I almost all my trinkets had versatility, so either as the primary stat or as the use/equip effect. So yeah, this isn't too bad. If you can just run a cart, you won't have too much trouble. How are we doing? Not well, but it looks like okay. He said go top because they all went mid. So everybody goes mid and leaves the top. That's good. Yeah, this was a very random group, so there was no ready check before the queue or anything. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm doing my job, so okay. I'm probably gonna get murdered here, aren't I? Maybe not. They stall them at I don't know. I'm thinking if I should have switched over, or I mean, even if I was DPS, I still wouldn't be actually contributing anything. So. Realized they actually did add Mark of the Wild back in, by the way. But it doesn't, it just reduces just basically like a resistance buff now. So it's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting about the looks of it. Nope. We are not doing well here at all. Yeah, they've got the top DPS. No, we've got the top DPS. They've got the top heals. So. Okay. I mean, we're not going to win this with just getting one card. I hope people realize that. So, and we're not doing terrible. I've been in worse groups. It's definitely not great, though. This is probably, well, I was just gonna say this is nope. Well, he did his job. So this is probably the least exciting battleground, and then just runs off now that they. Did his job in tenfold there. Just had to divert us so we couldn't keep capping them. That was it. So. Yep. This one is pretty straightforward. While it's one of the more uneventful, of all of them, this one probably matters the most in terms of whether DPS matters or not.
I need to get closer. I need to target something first.
Because if you can't actually get the cards, then yeah, this isn't going to work. So, and we just don't seem to be yeah. It's very, this one's weird with strategy, because if you keep going after the same card, you change cards. I mean, it's just, it's different. It's, you know. It's weird, because it's not much different than say, Battle for Gilneas. Yeah, we've lost this, for sure. You know, you have 3 cards, you have 3 bases there. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. going to learn PvP, I mean, this is a very simple one for the most part, once you kind of learn the names of everything. And it's a little confusing. I remember being confused the first few times I came here. And then, of course, everybody kind of does the same thing. So then when you have a group that does something different, you're, more disoriented and confused. So, I mean, I feel like I've done my part. As a tank, I'm not going to pull like massive amounts of DPS here. So, yeah. And all anybody seems to do is just go after mid, so they'll have to cap. Well, I mean, this is getting interesting. Yeah, I think we still lost. Close, but I think we still lost. Because I don't think we're going to cap this in time, and they're still getting points from... Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they can get... if they by some ability are able to get top. Which seems doubtful. I don't see it turning. Are we gonna tie? It's just gonna be a really weird game. Okay. Well, that was the strangest game. We were losing the whole time. And people in chat don't know what's happening. Nobody knows what's happening. Oh, that is great. Okay, well, there you go, folks. That was... all my games have been like this. That was the strangest... okay, well, see, there you go, folks. Like I said, I felt like I did my part, so... Okay, well, there you go. That ended up being a more interesting game than what I had thought it was going to be, so... Yeah. Okay, well, hope you enjoyed that. Hope you found that interesting. And thank you for watching.